Hello, my name is Samantha Wolf, and I am a secondary science education major at the University of Nebraska-Lincoln. This is my first installation of my technology portfolio. Today, I will be discussing some ideas for my project, as well as how I can use my chosen technology in a future classroom. Before starting my thinking process, I decided to do some background research on what a typical laser cutter is capable of producing. I found the website of the Epilog laser brand, and they had a great video which showed various projects that the laser cutter had done, as well as showing a project in the making. This was very helpful for me because before starting on this project, I had never thought about laser cutting in general, let alone the immense capability that they possess to make pretty much anything the human mind can conjure up. While the video on the Epilog Laser website focused solely on starting up a new business, I think that a laser cutter would be just as useful, if not more, in a school setting. So, for my project, I have an idea to do some sort of game. This is because as a high school student, I always enjoyed when my science teachers made learning more interesting than just reading the textbook and listening to lectures. And it has been shown that the difference between an active classroom and a passive classroom is huge. Also, I think it is very helpful when students are slightly competitive with each other, just because it gives an extra push to truly want to know the information that is being tested. So as of now, I am thinking something like a classic board game setup, and I know that sounds kind of funny, but I think it can work. I know that there will definitely be dice because using the small wooden cubes is called for in the assignment rubric. As for the rest of the material, I will have to see what the Makerspace Lab has on hand. And since biology is my core area, I think I will try to revolve the board game around that subject. I guess we'll call it biology board game. And as of now, I am leaning on something to do with eukaryotic cells, both plant and animal. So we'll see where this all takes me once I get in the lab. I am looking at this project in terms of Bloom's taxonomy, the revised version. So the steps from the bottom up are remembering, understanding, applying, analyzing, evaluating, and creating. And this picture gives a lot more information than I just did, but I found this to be really, really helpful in trying to decide how my game's going to be set up. So as of now, I see this biology board game as a way to begin the learning process. So while I think it will be a game that relies a lot on the first step of the taxonomy, remembering, I hope that it can be something more for that for the students. I also foresee this game helping students to be able to better analyze the information after having played the game. And as for the last step, which is extremely important in my opinion, the creating aspect of Bloom's taxonomy, I can only hope that one day a laser cutter can be utilized in the school I teach at to help students grow in their understanding and appreciation of the sciences. So thank you for listening. Next week I will be heading to the Makerspace Lab to try and make this biology board game a reality. See you then.